Hey everyone, so welcome to my All My Dolls video for winter 2021. So as I've stated before, I started collecting American Girl in 2009, I stopped in around 2013, restarted up in 2020, and in between that gap I did actually send everything to a better home. So I did restart everything in December of 2020, which means it's almost been a year. So here's my first doll that I got in December of 2020, which is Miss Kyla May. She is a Truly Me number 42 with textured black hair, the classic mold, and brown eyes and a medium skin. So her name is spelled Kaila. It's a mix of Olympic gymnast Kyla Ross, as well as Kai from The Legend of Korra. And her middle name is May, M-A-I, after May from Avatar: The Last Airbender. So this is Miss Kyla May, my Truly Me number 42. Here's Miss Savannah Rose. She's a customized Truly Me number 17. I bought her on Poshmark for $30 back in January of 2021. So she originally did have a red wig with bangs. However, it was in such bad condition that I just took it off and replaced it with this one, which, you know, my thoughts on colored hair, but, you know, this is the wig she has for now. So she has blue eyes in the classic mold. Her name is Savannah because I really like the nickname Vanny, so I just shorten her name to Vanny most of the time. And Rose is my middle name, and I just kind of passed it along to Vanny. So here she is. Her wig is just white blonde that goes into a darker purple that I trimmed because it went all the way down. And my dog Hunter, she's crying in the background, so apologies for her. And let's go on to the next one. So also from American Girl, directly from their website, is Truly Me number 84. This is Miss Gwendolyn Brooke. So I wanted to name her Gwen. I was deciding between Guinevere and Gwendolyn, and I ended up going with Gwendolyn. I was also choosing between Brooklyn as one of my names, so I ended up naming her Gwendolyn Brooke. And if you're not familiar with the poet Gwendolyn Brooks, she's an African-American poet. And I'm an English major, so I thought it was only fitting to name my Truly Me number 84 Gwendolyn Brooke after the poet, although she is not an African-American, obviously. I figured if I was going with the name Gwendolyn, I should honor Gwendolyn Brooks by making Brooke her middle name. So this is Truly Me 84. She just has a very long, curly black hair, the just mold in the lightest skin tone, as well as, my goodness, brown eyes. So here we are. This is Miss Gwendolyn Brooke, and I do adore the Just mold. I think it might be my favorite mold. The Sonali might be my favorite. It's either Sonali or Just is my favorite. So here, let's go on to the next one. Okay, so also for $30 on Poshmark, I got Miss Eleanor here. Why am I completely blanking on her middle name? Oh my goodness. So this is Eleanor Kensington. That's it. Oh my gosh. She is a Pleasant Company Felicity. So she does have those bright lime green eyes. And she was $30, if I didn't say that, on Poshmark. And her wig was absolutely horrid. So I did replace it with this brown one. I actually originally got the purple one for her, but I just really, really didn't like it on her. This was Vanny's wig before, which I really liked on her, but I ended up switching them because I really could not stand the purple wig on her. And there's something I don't like about this doll. I don't know if it's the skin tone is yellow, or there's just something about her that I just can't connect to. So I have considered selling her, but for now she's still in my collection. Her name is Eleanor Kensington. And yeah, there she is. Okay, and here we have Miss Peyton Grace, and as I've disclaimed in every video leading up to this, she's playing a police officer in my stop motion, so she's still in her police officer uniform, which might at least attempt at it. I'm planning on shooting from the waist up. So this is number 39, Miss Peyton Grace. So I did get her on Poshmark, used for $20 actually, which sounds like a really good deal, but she has so many flaws. I usually keep her in long pants for this reason, because the boots that the other owner had her in clearly left stains. And she has dots on her arm. I have tried to get them off. I will need to try the peroxide method, but for now she's stained. So my first doll when I started collecting was actually number 39. She was meant to look like me. My hair has since gotten darker and curlier, but she's a blue-eyed classic mold with caramel hair. I do think she is super pretty. I just wish she didn't have the stains on her. So I don't get that much use out of her simply because she is so stained. I usually keep her in long shirts, long pants, because her hair also isn't in the best condition. It's not horrible, but it's not great. So let's move on. Okay, here is Miss 67. Her name is Jaden Iris. She, as I said, is number 67, so she has the curly black wig, the Sonali mold, which I adore, dark brown eyes, and a dark skin, which is showing up a little lighter in this light. But, so she has pretty dark skin. As I said, these beautiful, beautiful curls. I love these curls. My goodness, they're so pretty, guys. So her name is Jaden, after Jaden Smith. I'm a big fan of Jaden Smith, his music, what he stands for. I just think he's an overall really good inspiration for people in our generation, as he is quite young. I think he's done so much with his life, and he's just someone that's actually really good to look up to. There aren't many people nowadays. And Iris is spelled E-Y-R-S. So if you aren't familiar, Jaden Smith, his middle name is Christopher Sire. So his first album was named Sire, and his second item was Sire spelled backwards, which is Iris. So I named her Jaden Iris. And here we have Miss Yvette Nicole. So she obviously is an Yvette doll. She's actually, I really did not like the Josefina mold, but since I've gotten her, I have actually fallen in love with it, at least on her. I'm not a huge fan of it on the lighter skin dolls, but I think on the medium skin, it's absolutely gorgeous. So she has gray eyes and this caramel curly textured hair that I think is so pretty, guys. It's so pretty. My goodness, it's gorgeous. So she also has a new freckle pattern. Let me get a little closer. Can't really see, but she has this adorable freckle pattern and eye makeup. So I changed the spelling of her name to Yvette with a Y, as I like to have just one letter of each name in my collection, and Eleanor already had the E, but I did like the name Yvette, so I kept it Yvette, but I changed it with a Y, as I do have a list of names, and Yvette with a Y was my Y name that I was planning on using at some point. So I figured I would just make her Yvette with a Y. And for a middle name, I went with Nicole. I grew up, I'm 20, so I grew up with my favorite show being Drake and Josh. Absolutely love that show. And one of the main characters is Helen, and in real life, her name is Yvette Nicole Brown. So when I got Yvette, I knew I had to name her Yvette Nicole after Yvette Nicole Brown. So 3 more to go. Or wait, is it 3 more? 2 more to go. Oh my goodness. Okay, 2 more. Here's one of the newest additions to my family. She actually does not have a middle name yet. I'm still deciding on that. So she's a number 31. I always said I prefer the Sonali mold over the Addie mold, which still stands true. But now that I have an Addie mold in person, it is so much prettier than it photographs and looks like in videos. I don't think it does it justice. I think it's so much prettier in person, guys. It's gorgeous. So she has textured black hair, much like Kyla's, and brown eyes. I believe she does have the old eyes that people weren't a fan of, but I don't really have a problem with them. I got her in a bundle for Black Friday, so she ended up being like $82 with all these accessories and everything that came with her. Amazing price. So her name is Olani, spelled Xolnai. Oh my gosh, I can never spell it. Xolani. Olani. So it's a Zulu name. I'm obviously not Zulu, so I don't know too much about the culture, but I'm trying to in order to better pronounce her name, as I'm not too good with the whole Zulu click pronunciation thing, but I'm working on it. So it took me hours to try and figure out how to pronounce it. I went through so many sources to figure out how to pronounce the name. Some said Kolani, some said Solani, but I did end up figuring out that the most accurate was Olani with a click at the beginning, which, as I said, I'm not very good at, but I'm trying. I really am trying. So this is, I just call her Lonnie for short. So this is Miss Lonnie. She is absolutely stunning, and let's move on to the last one. As I said, I absolutely adore the Sonali mold. So here's my Truly Me number 46 / Gabriella McBride doll. So I did buy the Gabriella bundle on Black Friday as well. And I did have a reward from when I bought a vet. So she ended up, and her entire like bundle that it came with ended up being $72, which I just could not pass up. $72 for Gabriella, an outfit, and her accessories. And I think the doll itself is absolutely stunning. Although I knew I wasn't going to keep her name as Gabriella, as I have Gwendolyn, which is already a G. So as I said, my other Sonali mold is named Jaden. So I decided to name this one Willow after Willow Smith. So I have Jaden and Willow. So her name is Willow Rain. And her hair is actually much lighter than Jaden's. It's more of a brown than a black. She still has curls. The curl pattern is different, but they still do the same face mold and the same skin tone with the same eye color and feathered eyebrows. I much prefer the feathered eyebrows. So overall, I do think Willow is absolutely stunning, guys. She's so pretty. So if you can get your hands on one of them, like she's so pretty. So that is all 9. We'll see if there's any more to come. But I hope you enjoyed getting to know what dolls I had, as well as their names and their origins. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.